Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So it was our family weekend this weekend, and we had our girls here, and it was so amazing to have us all together. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have our girls every other weekend, so we only see them 4 days out of the month. And for those 4 days, I usually check out completely just so that I can be a family with my family and not miss a moment with them. So we had so much fun. We took family pictures. I'm so excited to get those. We made tents and forts and ate really bad food, and life was grand for these last 2 days. So I absolutely love it. You guys are getting me in my pretty much full glory, so mom mode. But I am excited to celebrate some success from this last week and share with you guys some training as we head into the last couple days of this month, and a time where champions show up. So I'm going to be talking about that tonight. Okay, so let me find the sheet that I'm looking for. So thank you. We had more people turn in their accountability. Yay! But like I asked, I wanted it to be in by midnight. So I'm going to be recognizing those people who, according to the timestamp that I have, turned it in by midnight last night. So thank you, Madeline, Emily, and Amy for getting those in on time. Honorable mention for Amy Cisco and Courtney Fry. I know you guys are hustling out there and working, so thank you guys for being accountable to you and getting that into me. I am going to be recognized the 3 who did get it in on time, but just for next week, make sure you guys get that in by midnight so that you can get that recognition, which I'm excited about. And don't worry, if you guys have awesome success on Sunday, guess what? It counts toward next week, so you don't have to worry about that. But quick recognition before we dive into everything. I'm totally embracing my dark circles this evening. So I'm embracing them. It means that I am an amazing mother. Okay, so let's see, our Queen of Personal Faces this last week, coming in with 9 faces, Mrs. Amy Fisher. Congratulations, Amy, for the faces that you saw this last week, and congratulations, Madeline, for seeing a face this last week. That's exciting. Personal sales since last week, so we have an increase from last week, which is awesome. So congratulations, Amy Fisher, again, taking the Queen's crown with $137 in sales for this last week, and Emily Visser coming in at 78, and Madeline coming in at 34. Now, how many new bookings? I'm excited for Madeline because she does have a party of 4. At least I think I'm reading that right. Amy has a new booking on her books, and Emily has 2, which means Emily is our queen for this week in bookings. And how many new team members? We have 0s across the board, which we are going to change. That's going to be a huge focus for us in our business so that we are all growing together. So I am going to share some positive things that we had this last week happen in our boom unit. So I held my first solo facial. That's from Madeline. Madeline, I'm sure that was so fun. I know it can be so nerve-wracking when you do your first facial, but you know what? I'm sure that they loved it. I'm sure that you loved it, and it was awesome. So I have 3 potential recruits. Oh my gosh, Emily Visser, that's so huge. Just need to make contact and layer. Yes, amen, amen, amen. I hope that you're connecting with them tonight or tomorrow at the latest to get them in signed, which is so exciting. I am going to read Amy's and Courtney's because I think they're really fun. So Amy's success from this last week she says, I may not have booked as much as I wanted to, but getting back in the habit and building consistency. Yes. And just picking up the phone feels so good. I love that. I will have at least 10 bookings on my books to start February. I love that, Amy, and I know that you're going to have 10 bookings on your books because you're going and doing big things, which is awesome. All right. Let's see. question-wise, somebody asked for links to closing and recruiting, and yes, it is on Mary Kay University. So I'm going to be directing you guys back to MKU over and over and over again because I think it's awesome, and I think you guys need to have that educational background and then applying it with real-life experience. And so the biggest thing when it comes to recruiting and links to closing, so getting an idea of what to say during a closing to either have somebody recruit or to book a sharing appointment does come with experience. And so that's one thing that I had to learn in the beginning. But the biggest thing is to be real with them and to listen to them. And so when you're real and you listen, what that means is that they're talking more than you're talking. You're not trying to talk them into anything. That's not what our job is. But our job is to, you know, if they need a little bit of a nudge, sometimes I usually just say, girl, let's do this. What do you have to lose? And they're going to look at me and say, you know what? Nothing. And I'm like, okay, then let's just do this and we'll figure it out as we go. And so if there's somebody who you really want on your team or somebody who you can really tell the wheels are turning, don't be afraid to say those things. Don't just schedule a sharing appointment because that's what you think you need to do. If they're ready to sign and you can say that and they sign, awesome. If they do get coffee with you, that's awesome too. Another thing that can be a good resource is booking sharing appointments with me, your sales director. I can teach you guys how to do those things, but it's better to do it with somebody that's going through the marketing plan with us and who can give us their honest feedback. So book sharing appointments with me. Yes. And I can do my best to have a recording done of my next up and coming classes so that you guys can watch how I close, watch how I recruit, do all those things, and just give you guys a refresher because I know I've posted a lot of those things in the past, but it's been a while. So I can definitely put that on my list of things to do for this week. But MKU is an amazing resource, so make sure that you guys are using that and using it to its fullest. Okay, so I wanted to go over some more quick announcements before we go into some training that I got from leadership. But reminder that book club is Thursday the 2nd at 7 p.m. at my home, and it's potluck style, so bring something that you like to munch on, that you like to share with everybody. Hopefully we all don't have sweet things, so just bring something that's good. Just bring something that's good that you like, or maybe it's your favorite. You don't need to be like baking all day long or anything like that, or cooking all day long. Just bring something that's easy and simple that we can all munch on. And then Saturday is our bling brunch, Saturday the 4th. So you guys have 2.25 days to finish your qualifications to earn your bling brunch attendance. So those of you who were in bracelet achievers or stars in Q2 will automatically get your invitation to come from December. And then those of you who are bracelet achievers for this month, current red jackets and current Q3 star consultants will get a second invitation for this month, or your first invitation. If you've completed 2 of those 3, you get a gift from me at the bling brunch, and it's 2 of those 3 within 1 month's time. Okay, so there's that, which is exciting, and I'm excited to have brunch with Michael Diaz, who is the #1 in recruiting right now in our Ruby seminar, which is so exciting. And if you guys need help with recruiting, hello, you need to earn the bling brunch so that you can be with us either in person or virtually, which is so awesome. Boot camp for Crystal and the Love National area, the registration is open, so please get yourselves registered. There's 2 things that you guys need to do when you register. The first one is to pay for your packet that you're going to be getting, and the second one is to register for a hub. So if you guys are here local to me in Ames, we do have a hub. It's going to be at my home. And if you guys aren't local to me in Ames, there are tons of hubs, or you might be able to create your own as well. So make sure you guys get registered ASAP. It's going to be phenomenal. Crystal shared the insights of what she's going to be focusing on, and it's completely different. It's completely different from any other boot camp we've done. So I'm really, really excited to go through that with everybody, go through that with you, and play full out in business together, which is exciting. Let's see. Okay. One thing I need to pull up, actually, do this on my phone because it's right next to me. We have our national area challenge, which is the trunk challenge from our national Crystal Trojanowski. I posted a little flyer just as a reminder, but don't forget about the NSC prize trunk perfect 10 challenge. So seriously, you guys, this is the flyer. You only have to finish one of them to get included in that prize trunk. Just one. You could do all of them if you want to. Focus on one. Focus on the one that you're closest to. Focus on the next 3 that you're closest to, whatever. Once you guys finish those, you can put your entry in the link that's in the comments. So here's the flyer. Go find your win, and you guys can get a prize from our national. And you guys, the prizes that she gives are awesome. Like, I think my prizes are cool, and hers are like way cool. So the way for you to earn your entries into being the first 10 in any one of these categories, it doesn't matter, any one of these categories, become a new senior consultant, become a red jacket, or add 3 new active team members in 1 month, so by the end of this month. In bracelet earners with 600 wholesale in reorder, so new consultants coming in, placing an inventory order, that does not count. Become a star consultant in the current quarter, so by the end of this month. Hold 10 parties. 3 or more faces over 18 equals a party. So hold 10 parties in this last month. So that's 30 faces. Seeing 30 faces in the month, okay? Holding 5 career talks with myself or your recruiter. Get 30 names and numbers through warm chatting. Get 5 bookings from your booking. So at your appointments that you're doing, having a booking book from that appointment. Seriously, you guys, these are so easy, and I know that our boom babes can achieve this. So hello, who's earning a prize from your national? Because I know that I'm earning entries. So there's that. Make sure you guys are tracking that. And I'm also going to comb through and see if you guys are super close to different things so that you don't miss your entry. But I'm also not here to babysit. So that's not my job to track those things for you. You guys need to be tracking those things and earning prizes on your own, playing full out, because it's a really fun way for you to re-energize your business or to keep that consistency going in your business. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to jump into training. And I'm going to keep it really short and sweet for you guys tonight. But it's something that really kind of hit me when we were wrapping up at the mansion. And by now, hopefully you guys all received your newsletters from me. Yes, the newsletters are back. Yes, I created that myself. I spent many, many hours doing that for you. And you guys, I love making our newsletters because I love doing that recognition for you guys. For those of you who had your faces on there or even your name, I love seeing those. And I love just being able to dive into all of that and really create something that's personalized for you guys. So I hope that you guys love it too. I hope that you guys all received it. If you did not, please send me a message so that I can make sure we've got the right address for you in our files. And if you guys notice, there are a couple of focuses that we're working on for these next few months and towards the end of our seminar year. And so we are racing to add 60 new team members to our unit by career conference, because guess who's coming? Crystal is coming to our career conference, you guys, and I want to make her proud. So our goal is set on 60 new team members by career conference, which is April 8th. So all 60 agreements need to be in by April 8th. Now, some of you guys are like, holy cow, Rebecca, you're crazy. Well, here's the deal, you guys. When I first moved to Iowa, we had 0 team members, okay? We had 0 team members. My mom was a consultant and my sister was a consultant, but they don't really count. I mean, I love them. They are consultants, but they weren't actively working businesses, if that makes sense. And Crystal gave me this challenge. It was at the end of January, going into February. We were at Jan Harris's house. I was invited to go to Jan's house in Colorado. I drove there in a blizzard, which was stupid. But the California girl learns and doesn't do that again. But I got to Jan's house and Crystal and I talked, and she's like, Rebecca, I want to come out. I want to visit you. I want you to be a stop on the love tour, but I need you to show up. And I said, okay, what does that mean? And she said, 50 new team members by career conference. And I said, and she looked at me and she said, you can do it. And I said, okay, if you believe in me, I'm going to do it. So you guys, guess what? We did it. And you want to know why? We obsessed over it. And so I'm going to be putting together my tracking board this week. I'm so excited for the tracking board. Last time we did this, we used the state of Iowa. We cut it into 50 spots and we got to put people's names in it. And it was so much fun. So I'm excited to bring something like that back. But we are going to be adding 60 new team members by April 8th. So we are going to be obsessing over sharing this opportunity and just changing lives left and right through every facial that we do, and just embracing that and changing the lives of so many people that are coming. So that is a huge focus for us. The other focus is Mexico. You guys, seriously, Mexico. I know you guys heard me talk about this last week, but I am so excited to go to Mexico, and I want at least 3 of you to be coming with me to Mexico. And I have had 3 incredible women declare their goal of going to Mexico. They have work ahead of them for them to do, but I know that they can do it. And so if you guys want to travel with me, if you want to be a part of the Big Kids Club, I want you in Mexico. So we are looking for 3 sales directors to join me, 3 leaders to join me in sales directorship as a leader of leaders. And so if that's you and you have that calling on your heart and you are willing to do the work, my friends, I want you in Mexico. So Mexico, like I could talk and just talk about Mexico this whole time. But I wanted to share with you guys one of my favorite moments from Mexico. We've had many like great conversations and things like that. But if you guys all know, I'm an early bird. I've always kind of been an early bird. And so with them coming from a time difference and me being on the same time clock as I am here in Iowa, the mornings were mine. The mornings were mine because everybody slept in, and they're like, well, if you had a significant other here, you'd sleep in too. And I said, no, I don't think I would. And so every single morning I got up, I put on my CC cream, I put on my swimsuit, I went down to the beach, and I just laid in the sun as it was coming up, listening to the waves and completely just reflecting on my journey of Mary Kay, where I've been, how far I've come, and where I have yet to go, and the amazing women who are in my life and my incredible family. And at this point, Jay and I had just met. This was like a month after we had met and started dating. And it's crazy what happens in a year's time, you guys, but I knew laying on that beach that he was somebody who was really, really special to me. And I didn't quite know how special he was going to be, but I knew that he was somebody that I wanted to share this business with. And I opened up when I got home from that trip, and I shared with him what my dreams were, what my goals were, what I was looking for in somebody, and that I needed somebody who would support me. And the support that I received from him, I've never received from anyone else, and the encouragement that I have, and it's been the most incredible thing. But I've never felt more peaceful than in those moments in the morning where I got to just listen to the waves roll in and the waves roll out, and the waves roll in, and it gives me goosebumps, and the waves roll out. And I got to do my handstands and all my yoga stuff in the morning in paradise on a private beach. You know, life can't get much better than that. And to come home from that with that dream and that goal even more solidified of being the leader of leaders and having that higher platform has always been there for me. And I want you guys to experience a moment like that, a moment where maybe that leadership platform isn't quite there for you in your brain. Maybe that's not a dream for you, but maybe, you know, being financially free is a dream for you. Maybe paying off all of your student loans by the time you're whatever age is a dream for you. You know, maybe being able to support yourself 100% on your own, not having to ask mom and dad is a dream for you. Maybe not having to worry about your retirement and it not being there anymore with the new presidency. And I have no idea. I'm not going to get into politics right now. There's a lot of uncertainty for a lot of different groups. And so what I love is that we can control what we're doing in our businesses because we have a product that we can sell. Okay, and we have an opportunity that's unlike any other opportunity out there. We have an opportunity to give back to the charities, to the Mary Kay Ash Foundation, which helps with cancer research, which helps with domestic violence. And if you guys saw, there was funding cut towards women violence things. I don't have the right words in my brain right now because I'm still in mom fog mode, but some of those things were cut or suspended in the last couple of days, this last week. And so you guys, it infuriated me to see those things happen. And what I know is that we have an opportunity sitting in front of us to make a change, to make a difference, and to do it with our businesses so that our families benefit, our bank accounts benefit, and our souls benefit because we know we're doing something good. We're doing something good in the world. And I know that we will be rewarded with it, because when we do the work, God will bless it. If we don't do the work, he's got nothing to bless. So I'm going to dive in. Before I go off on that tangent even further, I'm going to dive into a little training that Christy Campbell shared with us, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to tweak it to my own personal style, but it's about creating and manifesting your dream life. So it kind of goes hand in hand with my little perfect moments from Mexico in the morning, with the waves crashing in and rolling out, crashing in and rolling out. So there's 5 points that I'm going to share with you guys. If you guys want to grab a pen and paper, that would be awesome. But number 1 in creating and manifesting your dream life is your desire. Your desire. What is it that you want? What is it that's in your heart? And this isn't the career path desire. I'm not talking about Mary Kay right now. I'm not talking about your career path desire. We need to know what your desire is first in life, so that we can match it with your career path. So what do you want? Have you ever sat down and really thought, okay, what do I want out of this life? My one and precious life. What do I want out of it? What is the thing that calls to you? What is that thing? What is that thing that keeps coming around, that keeps grabbing your attention, that keeps giving you little butterflies, that keeps exciting you? What is that thing that calls to you and gives you that desire to turn your wheels of action? Excuse me. What is that thing? What is that thing? You guys, with the newsletter that I sent out to everybody, you all got a letter from me and a survey. And I know that some people have gotten it. Most of you have gotten it because I've gotten responses from the survey so far, and I've loved reading through those survey responses, and it's really been an eye-opener to me what it is that you guys want. And it's nothing like extreme, and it's just those basic things that we want so badly. And the only thing holding us back is ourselves. And almost every single person who submitted something, it says something along those lines, is, you know, I have a chance to change it. And, you know, what is it that calls to you? So I'm really hoping that I get more responses with our survey, because I want to see 100 dreams come true this year. And I'm going to be writing them on my board. I'm going to be praying over them. I'm going to be praying over you guys and your dreams, and that we make them happen, whether through your personal life or your Mary Kay business, whatever it might be. But I want to be able to pray for you. So please send me those surveys so that I can put them up on our dream board and share that and pray over it every single day. Number 2, in create and manifest your dream life, is examine your beliefs and your thoughts. I'm going to be really real and really frank, but I'm really sick and tired of hearing negative thoughts. I'm really, 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 really sick and tired of hearing negative thoughts from so many people, not just in our unit, but people in my surrounding friends groups. And guess what? You're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So I'm going to be doing some pruning. They're not going to be leaving my friend circle, but I'm going to do less conversation with them until they can get their lives turned around and they can get more positive. So, I am really sick and tired of hearing that, though, because we have a choice. We have a choice every single day to be positive. We have a choice to be negative, and any goal can be achieved. Any single goal can be achieved. Your mindset is what matters. And so if you know that you're going to finish that goal come hell or high water, guess what? You're going to finish it. But if there is a shadow of a doubt or anxiety in your brain or in your gut, then guess what? Maybe we need to downsize the goal until you're ready to dream a little bit bigger. And I'm saying that real, raw, and honest with you guys, because I'm sick and tired of hearing the negative, and I'm sick and tired of hearing consultants set huge goals, which they are completely attainable, huge goals. But what's happening is when those huge goals are set, they completely shut themselves down. Because yes, they want this, but there are stepping stones in order to achieve those big goals. And so a lot of times when we set those big goals, you're immediately setting yourself up for failure. And so if the goal that you set is something that stretches you, great, but make sure that you're willing to rise up to what that goal is when it comes to the activity level, okay? But examine your beliefs, examine your thoughts. There's a gap between the picture of what you know you want and the tasks to get there, okay? And that gap can be called your limiting belief, okay? So the gap between the picture of what you want, the picture of what you know you want, okay? I'm doing this on your guys' end, is it the same way? So this is the finish line, this is the start line. So what you want is here. The tasks that you need to get there are here, right? But in the center of this thing, there's this thing called your limiting belief. We all have one, and we've got to figure out what that is so that we can release it, so that we can move forward through it, we can process through it, we can go through our emotional cycle with it. The limiting belief, and that's where we see a lot of that negative talk come in. So if you see or you hear negative talk come out of your mouth or through your brain, you say, nope, I reject that, I reject that, I reject that thought. I am powerful, I am purposeful, I am going to the top, and nothing is going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. Your thoughts breed your emotion breeds action or your inaction, based off of where you're at in your emotional cycle. And your emotions are your gateway. A little acronym is T. So thoughts, emotions, actions. Thoughts, emotions, actions. Thoughts, emotion, action. They are completely connected. Shame and blame will take you out of the game. Okay? Shame and blame will take you out of the game. Versus being mad and frustrated. That is where you are inspiring action. So are you going to shame and blame yourself, or are you going to get mad and you're going to get pissed off at yourself and you're going to take responsibility and you're going to get frustrated, which I've changed that word to fascinated because I don't like the word frustrated. I am fascinated with that situation and I have complete control on how to change it. Yes, I tell myself on a daily basis that because I've got to. Otherwise, I would be really frustrated with things and where some things are at with our business. And instead, I choose to be fascinated. And I can say fascinated with a smile. And what happens is when I have that smile, there's connections that happen in my brain. And so this frustration, fascination that I may be going through, you may be going through, what happens is, you know what? Without failure, you aren't growing, you aren't moving, you aren't doing anything. And so what I know when I say fascination and I have that smile on my face, I know I'm growing. There's a smile on my face because every time I say that I'm fascinated, that means growth is happening because we are having a failure, we're working through a failure, and growth is happening. And I appreciate failure because I know growth will come from it because I've experienced it so many times, okay? So number 2 is examine your beliefs and your thoughts. Number 3 is a little equation for you guys. So if you guys like equations, here you go. Your FQ, F is in Frank, FQ plus your EQ, like elephant, equals your PQ. So your failure quotient plus your emotional quotient equals your performance quality. Your failure quotient plus your emotional quotient equals your performance quality. Failure is a key component of success. It's got to be there. Otherwise, you won't have success. So if you guys are feeling failures and feeling fascinations, good, you're having success. That means you're working your business. Failure is feedback, and it should not be taken personally. Number 4 is intuition. Intuition. If you have a gut feeling, you go with it, okay? Especially when you're in the recruiting room, in the recruiting world. If you've got that gut feeling that her wheels are turning and you just need to push her off the ledge, you say, hey girl, what do you have to lose? Let's give this a shot. Let's do this. I really want to show you how I can work this business with you. But I digress. So number 4 is intuition. Decrease sloppy and increase intuition. This is a muscle that needs development. This is a muscle that needs a lot of development. So your intuition can be developed and honored by stillness, by reflection, by quiet time, and by action. Action. The more action that you have, the more your intuition muscle is going to grow because you're going to be able to read people better. You're going to be able to jump through hoops a little bit better and a little bit faster. So when you're in a skincare class, you're going to jump through those hoops faster that people are going to throw at you because you have action backing your intuition muscle. If you've got quiet time, that's your time to reflect. And this goes back to my time in Mexico, sitting on the beach, listening to the waves roll in and the waves roll out and the waves roll in and the waves roll out. And having that quiet time allowed me to completely build my intuition muscle of what's to come and what I know needs to happen, and honor it with stillness every single day. I've been doing what's called the miracle morning every morning. Well, almost every morning. I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it since I got back from leadership. And you guys, it's completely changed my outlook on every single day. And you know, there would be days where I'd be exhausted upon exhausted from not sleeping with Grayson, and I could wake up in a really, really grumpy mood, or just be like, "Oh, Grayson, please sleep for a little bit longer." And instead, now I look forward to my quiet time early in the morning, whether I've slept or not, because A, I get a cup of coffee, B, I get my blood running because I'm doing like planks or some push-ups or some sit-ups just to get my blood flow going, and I'm reading a book. And when I read a book, I fill my brain with positive words versus the negative of waking up and saying, "Oh, just 5 more minutes of sleep, just 5 more minutes of sleep." You guys, that's me pushing the snooze button on my dreams when I say 5 more minutes of sleep, when I know it's time for me to get up. So number 5 in our 5 for tonight is enthusiastic action. Joy is a state of being. Enthusiasm is your overflow of joy. It's a big one. Enthusiasm is your overflow of joy. And the last part of that I want to talk about is the culture. The culture that we're creating in this unit. And as we move and we grow into larger areas, the culture that I really want to portray to you guys is that speed is power. Speed is power in this business, and the less that you flounder around, the more powerful you are, okay? Speed is power. We all do, though, need to slow down just long enough in order to speed up, to reflect, to really create and manifest the dream life that you know is there sitting and waiting for you. It's literally on a silver platter. It's called Mary Kay. It's called Your Mary Kay Business. It's sitting on a silver platter. So as you go through these 5 steps for yourself and that dream survey that I sent to you guys, what is it that you want? What are your beliefs and your thoughts? What is your quotient? What is your little equation? Have you worked on your intuition muscle daily? And do you have enthusiastic action towards your dreams? Slow down long enough to reflect on those things, but not too long that you stop yourself, so that you can speed up into those dreams, into your success, into your power, and work through that together with me. So in the newsletter, there's a couple things that we're tracking. We're tracking the 60 new team members. We're tracking our future leaders that are going to be coming to Mexico with me. And we're also in requalifications for our Cadillac. Now, I know most of you have not been around since we've earned a Cadillac. Some of you were here when we re-earned our Cadillac when we first moved to Iowa. And there was something that was said at the mansion, and I could not agree more. So I'm going to find it because I don't want to screw it up. You guys have not seen what it looks like to earn. The majority of you have not seen what it looks like to earn a Cadillac. We've earned 2 Cadillacs thus far. We've earned, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 career cars. In our journey of Mary Kay, since I signed my beauty agreement, there's been 5 career cars that have been earned and completed and finished, and the majority of you have not seen any of those done. And so I wanted to share something with you guys to hold me accountable. Where did that go? This is going to make me angry. Hang on. Okay. And I'm gonna end with this. So I'm going to be very politely persistent over the course of the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it takes on your consistency in your businesses, because that's going to take away the frustrations. It's going to turn them into fascinations, and it's going to turn them into more failures that you're going to be having, which equals more growth. Okay, so I'm going to be politely persistent that you guys are consistent in your businesses and grow that over these next few months, because there's a game change that needs to happen, and I am choosing to, and I know that I have to take personal responsibility for what needs to happen. And so in earning a car, in earning a Cadillac, this is a prestigious honor that we have to do. I cannot do it alone. And I know that your dreams are attached to mine. I know that my dreams are attached to yours. And so this is an equal playing field here. And so the quote that I want to share with you guys, because I am taking personal responsibility for every single dream and every single goal that I've set out for our unit, because what I know is that that vision is what those leaders need, whoever those leaders are going to be, who are coming out of the woodwork, who are coming into our unit fresh as a brand new beauty consultant. Those dreams are attached to what is going to happen. And earning a Cadillac takes an army. Earning a Cadillac takes an army. Earning a unit of excellence takes an army. But the quote that I want to share with you guys is, there's no such thing as a Cadillac unit, only a Cadillac director. And the reason I share that with you guys is my bar, I've reset my bar. So my bar was here. Okay, my bar has been here since I've had Grayson, but I am about to show you guys what it looks like to earn a Cadillac. And so I'm stepping up to my bar. I've raised my own personal bar. And what I'm asking tonight is that you all raise your own personal bars too. I don't want to hear any of the complaining of this business doesn't work or anything like that, because I know it does. I am living proof that it does. I started with the same starter kit that you guys did, and I've done the same things that you guys have done and that I'm teaching you to do. And so there's no reason why this business can't work for you. If it's worked for me, it can work for you. If it's worked for thousands of other humans and women and millions of other women, it can work for you. I know that. And so I have personally raised my bar from here after having a baby to here. And you guys are going to see crazy, 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 crazy results come out of my personal business. I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise you this. The only way to show you guys that this business is possible is for me to dive 100% back into the field. So this is my word. I give it to you. I am all in. I am all in for our unit. I am all in for your dreams. I want to support you. I want to pray for you. I want to help you reach your dream for this year. I want to see 100 dreams come true, because that brings me so much joy to see you guys winning in your businesses, to put money in your bank account, to earn promotions that you've wanted to achieve every single month, or ever since you started your business. You've had this little dream saying, oh, well, what if I got into my red jacket, or what if I got into my car? This is your time, and I want to support you to that. My bar is raised. I'm asking you to raise your bar with me. So for those of you who are watching live at 8 o'clock, well, this is a recording, but at 8 o'clock, when you watch this and you watch it all the way through, I want to thank you for sticking it with me, sticking through this with me, and I want to know that your bar is raised. So if I could ask you to do one thing for me, and it's really simple. And it's really easy. And I want you to show me that your bar is raised. Take a selfie with your hand right here, that your bar is raised. You're coming to the top with me. And that means you are fulfilling your dreams that you've set out to achieve this year from that dream survey. It could be one new team member. It could be $200. It could be $600. I don't care what it is, but I want you to raise the bar. I want you to be women of your word, because that's who we are in the Boom Unit. We do what we say we are going to do. The bar is raised. My bar is here. Won't you join me and be a woman of your word? Raise your bar, and let's do this together. Let's bring home our 6th car, our 3rd pink Cadillac. Let's earn that title of an excellence unit, because you guys, so many things come from that. Let's do those things in your business that you've been wanting to do, that you've only talked about doing and you've been fearful of doing. I want to crush that fear with you. I want to work through that fear with you so that you can achieve your dreams. Raise your bar with me, and I want to see your selfies. Post them loud and proud. Mine's going up the second this video stops. I love you all. I am excited to take on these last 2 days. I'm looking for anyone who wants to play ball with me, to respond to me, to work with me. I am all in. I'm going to give you guys my schedule so that you know how all in I am. I have Tuesdays that are completely a blackout day for me. That is my one and only day that I get to be a family with my family. Jay works. Jay's got school. Jay's doing his thing. Jay's supporting our family the way that he knows how to support us. And I am so proud, and I'm able, and I'm loving supporting him, because it brings him joy to be able to support our family that way. Tuesdays are my day to be with my family. Every single other day during the week, I'm 100% with you guys when I'm not feeding my child and I'm not playing with him in the morning times between 4:30 and 7 a.m., which most of you guys are sleeping anyways. That's my time clock. That's my time. Everything else is devoted towards our personal goals, our unit goals, and we are doing this. The bar has been raised. Join me. Raise your bar. Post your selfies, and let's conquer these last 2 days. We've got work to do. We've got ground to make up, but gosh darn it, I know we can do this because we've done it before and we can do it again, and we will. We are all in. Raise your bar. Team MK, let's do this.